Okay, so now we are going to go ahead and do the next part of our room, which is making it interactive. So we're going to look at step 4, making our room interactive. You're going to click on the item in your room that you want to become an interactive link. So let me come into my room example. And as you can see, I've now finished it up with all my required elements. I'm going to click on these flowers right here. Okay, this is the item I'm going to make interactive as my first item. I'm going to go on the internet. A good way, things to search for that I say in the instructions are things like, instead of using game, because game at school is blocked, you do have to use a little creativity to find these game-like activities, because you're not just making it link to like a Walmart page. You're not just linking it to an Amazon purchase page. You want to find a game or something that I can interact with by clicking different buttons and having fun. So some words you can use are virtual, online, simulator. Those avoid the word game. So if I wanted to do like virtual bouquet for my flowers maker, okay, and all instead of images. I could now look through these different gaming sites and find if I can find one. I actually did a little work ahead and I found this one called Bloomy Pro from the so it was actually the first one that came up, Bloomy Pro. I went ahead and logged in and made an account to see how the game worked. And then I started playing around with it, which you want to make sure you test out to make sure it meets the requirements. But as you can see, it lets me make this flower bouquet, right? Stick those in. Maybe I want some more red flowers. I can stick those in. You can move them, of course, to where you want them in the bouquet. So super fun. You can save and share your bouquet. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to keep playing. I'm going to come up here to the link, okay, and I'm going to click copy. You can 2-finger click to copy the link or Control C, whichever you prefer. You're going to come back to your room. That item is already highlighted. Control and the key K on your keyboard makes a little pop-up box appear. And now I'm going to use Control and V as in Victor to paste that link that I copied and hit apply. And now you can see that that Bloomy Pro game is linked to my flowers, so that I don't see a link, but when I click on the flowers, it will take me to that game for me to play. So that is exactly how you do it. We're going to do one more. So maybe I'm going to do this cat here on the floor. I want to make him link to something. Cat game online. So maybe I use game. You want to make sure you use each site once. So you do not want to pick like 20 things from crazygames.com, okay, or ABC or YouTube. You cannot use the same website more than once. So if you use YouTube for one thing, you like cat sounds, then you couldn't use YouTube again. Okay, so I'm going to look at what one of these games looks like. On Crazy Games. You may not be able to access this site at school. I'm at my house, so you might be able to get to this one. But I'm just going to use it for an example. So once I find a game, and remember, we want to test it out, that Ms. Watts going to actually play on it, that it's an actual site that she's playing something. So mine is loading. Maybe. Okay. Here we go. And as I can see, it looks like I'm going to be able to interact with this one. So I'm going to go ahead and already copy up at the top, and it looks like play and pick your cat. So this is a good one that I can use for my cat because it does look like I get to do stuff. Okay, I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to X out of it so that the music and the stuff stops. Okay. So I'm going to take that link that I copied from the Crazy Cat. I'm going to come back to my room. This time I'm going to click on the cat. If something's blocking it, remember you can always make your box smaller by those cropping arrows. So if I want to make that smaller so that people can click on the cat, okay, Control and K, the box appears for my link. Paste, I see it's that crazy game site, and apply. So now when somebody clicks on the cat, that crazy cat game appears with the cat. And that's how you link. If we look at the rubric, I have to link, it says 10 items. So 10 things in my room, 10 different websites that are interactive. They must be related to the item. So I could not link the cat to a game about chickens or, braiding hair. The cat's linked to an activity about cats. The flowers were linked to a virtual game about flowers. So make sure you do that and follow the instructions for linking. And that is step 4.